there everybody, below 10,000 here, bringing you another episode of Mag Mammal 2, and today, before we head back to Tier 4, we have two things we need to sort out. Firstly, it's time to buy another costume, because we are going to be Bass. Not Bass, not Bass, it's Bass, not Bass. Oh, and he's got the little dash as well, nice. And we're gonna head over to Tier 2, because I'm gonna try and do a perfect run for one of the stages in Mega Man in Tier 2. Hey, Mega Man. Yawn, it's nice to take a break. Aw. Alright, let's head down to Tier 2. And we need to pick one of the stages to actually perfect run. And my favorite sort of stage that I think I'll be able to get away with this on is Rush City. Because Rush City by far is the simplest, shortest, easiest stage of the lot. I really don't think there's any way we can actually screw this one up.
12 seconds later.
Oh no! Okay. You may have noticed a jump cut. That's because I failed my first two attempts at this course, but we are going to get it perfect, and it is going to go well. Alright, so first things first. Gotta take out this little crazy cannon. Run away from the killer bullet, because I am so bad at dodging those. And we got some of these lovely Crystal Joe enemies. Honestly, most of the enemies in this stage are so easy to deal with, it's not really much of an issue. There is this Apache Joe that can be a bit tricky if you don't jump at the right time there. Alright, get the dual satellite out so that I can take this beak out very quickly. There we go. There we go. And now we've just got the bladers, and after the blader we've got... Okay, let me spawn the blader in first, take him out, get some energy back. Alright, this guy's actually choosing not to despawn this time, okay. Gotta kill him then. There we go. Actually had to take him out this time. I feel kind of bad. Alright, super arrow over here. Dual satellite. Now here's the weird part. I think I'm gonna try using Flash Stopper. And then I'm gonna switch back. There we go. That takes this guy out. And now we just need to make sure that we don't die to the boss, which could genuinely happen if we're not careful. And it didn't happen, which means we can collect the energy element. Challenge complete. Alright, with that, we've done our second perfect run of the game with our Tier 2 perfect run. And that means, well, we can head to Tier 4. So let's head back to Tier 4. Alright. Let's see what challenges await us today. Hello. Motion Sickness Man. Ugh. Just a warning, the level to my right contains a visual effect that has caused motion sickness problems in several people. If you're prone to such motion sickness problems and don't want to play it, please take the green teleporter once you're inside. Okay. 56th, Crash Man, Neon Man. Score 24.6, 23, 25, 16, 26, 33. Motion sickness warning. Oh boy. And it's got a noble nickel as well. Even better. Alright, well, I think I'll be fine. I've never gotten motion sick before, so I imagine I'll be okay. Whoop. There we go. Oh. Oh no. I didn't mean to darken the entire room. Oh god, okay, I'll remember that. Oh god. Okay. Okay, so I'm guessing if I break you, yeah, that resets the room. Okay, that might be something I need to remember. Because that was a little bit trippy. I'm not gonna lie. Nothing too bad, but I mean, I can see why some people might, you know, have a few problems. There we go. Like, I can 100% see why people are having problems with that. That is quite trippy. Oh, we've got some boomerang Joes, though. That's kind of cool. I like that kind of concept. That's a fresh new Joe design. I'm just gonna use Hornet Chaser. You know, if I can, I'm going to. Oh, I love this music though, by the way. Alright. Alright, through here. And through here. Oh, let me get this guy. 1, 2, there we go. And anything up here? There. Oh god, it's City War. Oh no. No, not City War. Why are you here? Why would you do this? Please don't tell me this is made by the same guy who made City War. That would be hilarious. Oh, that's awful. Oh no. That's horrible. That is evil. For those of you that don't know, City War is infamous. It was one of the worst stages from the last contest. Whoa! We're in the 80s. Oh god. Okay. Oh, I hate how it's all just sort of motion sickness. Actually, let me get Triple Blade. Maybe that'll do some good job. There we go. I didn't really want to risk dying to it, and I didn't think the Buster was going to do much damage. Oh, thank you for all the health pickups. Thank you. Yeah, I'm just gonna skip it, you know, it's fine. I think it's an interesting concept, and I think anyone who's trying to do this Buster only is gonna have a very interesting time. But, you know, it's not my kind of thing. Plus, I'm already running low on time because of how long it took me to, oh no. Because of how long it took me to, complete the Rush City, run, so I want to kind of just keep moving. Ah, so those enemies are here then. So if I shoot one of those out, I can shoot the other enemy to get the firework, so that we can get some light back. I like that concept. I think it's an interesting, a genuinely interesting concept, trying to avoid specific enemies. It's just one of those things that I don't think people have used enough. There we go. Alright, let me use the Hornet Chaser, because I'm not 100% sure on where that, yeah, I wasn't 100% sure on where that jump was, and I didn't want to risk it. Oh, jeez. Okay. Go, my bees! Fly! Oh, no. Where am I? And down. Does Slash Claw work through this guy's shield? He does. Alright, let me see. Is there any health in here? I'd like some health. Okay, I'm just gonna E-tank my way through this. I have no problem doing that. And then I'm gonna Hornet Chaser. There we go. Now kill the turret. Good. Good, my bees. Destroy the turret. Alright, down here. Oh, goodness. Gracious me. Okay. Not really sure what the point of all of those enemies was, but... interesting. Nope. I think it's a really cool gimmick, I'm not gonna lie, but I just don't have the time for it, that's my problem. Like, there are some gimmicks that I'm more lenient to try and do, and then there are some that I'm like, okay, it's interesting and I think it's really cool, but I don't really want to deal with it. And this is one of those times, you know? Weirdly enough, this guy only actually started doing his screen shift after I had already dealt with most of the obstacles in that stage. So that was interesting, if a little bit confusing. And something is still firing somewhere. I'm not sure where, but something is definitely firing. Uh-oh. Keep moving. Oh, we're right here. Let's do this. Ah! Kill it! My bees! Thank you. Very kind. My bees are very kind. They are so kind. I hope that there's no boss that uses that mechanic, because that's going to be really trippy. Oh, is it going to be a boss? Is it going to be a boss? Hello. It's an actual... It is a custom boss, okay. Hello. Oh. Oh, okay. This is interesting. If a bit weird. Right, this is Neon Man's stage. I forgot. This guy actually had a stage. But he was actually pretty simple. Compared to his stage, I don't think he actually used the whole screen scrolling gimmick to his advantage there. That was a bit of a weird boss, but the stage gimmick I actually really liked, but I can see why a lot of people would have problems with it. And I think it was slightly overused on quite a few screens. Snarant Pyro, 23 out of 50. This level pulls off its gimmick incredibly well, and I absolutely despise it for that. I cannot handle the Widow holograms. They literally destroy my brain. Call me dumb, but once they activate, I just completely stop functioning and get horribly disoriented, and just run into pits, and have not a fun time at all. The level sets out to mess with your head with illusions, and it did it so well that my brain melted, and I just did not care to even try to beat this level legit. I was so tired of dying constantly by the end of it that I just cheated the rooms of Hornet Chaser. The boss is pretty bad too. The bouncing bullets from the Apache Joes are obnoxious, hard to kill, and deal a ton of damage, and Neon Man himself also will eat your health alive if you so much as graze him. I appreciate that you were able to pull off this gimmick really well. It's probably like the best illusion type gimmick in Mega Man I've seen. The issue is that it does its job far too well and horribly broke my brain and just led to me constantly dying over and over because I slightly misjudged where the platforms would be. Droopy Hornet, 25 out of 50. The outside sections look really cool, but the inside sections were just the same backgrounds over and over and over, and didn't really look good. I didn't really like the holographic sections either, and it almost feels like some parts of the stage were designed for the player to destroy the holograms of Hornet Chaser, because getting through certain sections is really hard if you don't. That's not a good thing to do to the player. The boss was also way too hectic, and that Copter Joe just sends it over the edge. That boss wasn't that bad. Overall, this level had a lot of potential, but bad execution. Then again, to be fair, I do have the charged Mega Buster upgrade, so that's probably why I was having a better time. Angel, 16 out of 50. Well, the concept for this is certainly interesting. However, it's one of those concepts which encourages the player to get rid of it altogether during their playthrough. Doing a Buster-only run of the stage can easily get very tedious, as the player has to wait often complete cycles of the background in order to not put themselves at risk of falling off. Coupled with the added enemies later in the stage, using Hornet Chaser to just get rid of the entire driving point of the level is a much safer option, which also will make the level a lot more fun to play. The boss fight is not much better, unfortunately, with the background and Apache Joes distracting from the actual fight, and the projectiles blending in with the slowly moving background. I didn't have a lot of fun with this level, and while I think the concept is creative, it needs a lot of adjustment in order to be even remotely usable in a fun environment. Gariri, 26 out of 50. I don't see how the weird screen distorting effect was any good at all. If you fail to quickly kill the enemy that causes it, the viewer's already screwed itself and not dying becomes a case of trial and error. Not to mention that the level design doesn't suit such mechanic to begin with. Granted, there were some cool ideas, but it's just an average level. It's not very fun, looks bad, and is executed awfully. Ace Spark, 33 out of 50. Nice meme. Okay, on a serious note, I think your weakest aspect of your stage is the graphics, as a lot of stuff was way off style, particularly the original enemies and the Master. You know what? I can live with lackluster graphics, and I will give you props for making sure things match the color palette of your level. As for your stage, your primary gimmick was really, really cool. I loved the idea behind it. Sure, it occasionally required you to memorize, but checkpoints were very well placed, so that helped a big deal to limit the frustration. Where things get kinda wonky is some of the enemy layouts on the screens with your gimmick. Many are overcrowded, fewer enemies on their screens would have helped this stage a big deal better. The Grey Propeller enemy is the biggest offender. He has too much health and nearly is always placed in locations where he's fine on his own, but mixed with other enemies was painful. Still, I felt this level was enjoyable all told, if a bit too hard for its own good. Your Robot Master was really fun to fight and a great cap to the end of your level. He was difficult but very doable, and very satisfying to actually take down Buster only. Next to your gimmick idea, I think your execution of this guy is the highlight of the stage. Alright. well, that was an interesting stage. I thought it was unique. I thought the gimmick was cool. I personally didn't have time to do the gimmick, but I think someone who has time to kill and who wants to try and really do this gimmick, I think could be really interesting. Anyway, hello there. Metal K1000. You'll need to swipe your Metro card to get on the subway. Oh, we actually going on the train then? We are. Nice. Magma Man, hey. I'm gonna get that bright man next time I see him. He thinks he's the smartest robot master around. What a hothead. Ooh, bit of anger there. Alright, what's our next level? 55th, the Mega Fan 19XX, Jungle Base. Score 24.5, 25, 25, 26, 28, 20. Last Jungle Base we did was that Contra level. I'm kinda terrified. 1 energy element, no noble nickels. Let's go. And it's got the Contra music again! Great, okay. I'm having flashbacks to Tier 3 already. Great. Just the stage I wanted to have flashbacks to, am I right? Oh man, okay. A lot of random tigers coming out after me. And a nice little net placement there. Not bad placement, mind you. Taking you out. There we go. Okay, mines. Should have been a bit more... what's the word? I should have been watching out a bit more there. Alright, gotta be careful. There's a lot of enemies in this stage, but I think that the challenge right now is actually quite fairly presented. Like, I like this room. This is a good room. This is a good platforming / challenging room. It's not too hard if you take your time. It's not too hard if you take your time, but you fall off on the first jump when that thing hits you in the head with a rock. God damn it, okay. I don't think that was a bad room, though. I think that was just me playing badly. That was actually pretty enjoyable, all things considered. Which I think is good. I think it's good that there are some enjoyable levels every now and then to balance out the more gimmick-laden, crazy levels that come in these contests. Alright, well... Oh no, he came back around. It's mainly those guys up there, the droppers. I don't actually know their official names, but they are some of the more annoying enemies. Alright. Dash. Oh, thank you for the health. Oh my god. I'm actually gonna maybe just charge this up for this next guy, because I know that this is the one that killed me, so... There we go. Just gotta take that one a bit faster and not hesitate, and boom. Alright. Let's see what the rest of this stage has to offer then, because it is a jungle base, right? Oh, I'm sorry. You just got abused there, my friend. I'm so sorry. Oh, some more Mets. Why do I feel like this one's gonna be special? He wasn't special. I thought he was. Alright, what have we got in here? Oh, we got some new shot men. Okay. Oh, we got some of the Snake Man enemies. Okay. Not sure why these guys are making an appearance, but okay, that's cool. You do you. And we've actually got Snake Man Snakies. Alright, I'm expecting a big Snakey then. If you ever use small Snakies, it feels like they're leading up to something, if you can tell. So I'm definitely expecting a big Snakey, and if there isn't gonna be, there's gonna be a big Snakey. There is going to be a big Snakey, I can tell. I can tell. There's the big Snakey. I was waiting for you. God, I used to be so good at avoiding these guys, at least in the official game. There we go. That was a bit of a random Snake Man segment. I'm not sure if it really fit in with the rest of the level. I don't think it was... Oh, and a hot dog as well. Okay. That can't actually hurt me if I stand here. Ooh. Bit of a rough enemy placement there. I don't necessarily think Snake Man is actually fitting into the level. The snaky graphics don't really work with the Napalm Man graphics, so it's a bit awkward to judge. Alright, take out the hot dog. There we go. Perfect. Let's keep moving. Oh. Boom, there we go. Taken out, easy. We're almost dead though, so I'm hoping that there is either a checkpoint or there is an enemy that's going to give me some health very soon. Like you! Thank you very much, sir! How very kind. There we go. I've got a little bit of platforming to do here. Gotta be careful. Oh. I was more than happy to take the damage there. I wanted that health. Alright. Just in case there's some enemies that are gonna oh, yes! Brilliant! Okay, that's good. Let's just get past all of these guys. Oh, no. Nope. Well, I wasn't gonna fight them. If I get the option not to fight them, I won't. I love the look of this room, by the way. I don't know why, I just really like the look of this room. It looks really nice. Boss fight? Nope, just an energy element. Alright, so that was a kind of a rompy stage. It was just sort of there for you to get through. Nothing too crazy. Let's see what the judges had to say about the stage. Starret Pyro, 25 out of 50. Weirdly designed level. Most of the obstacles you can basically just blow through with a charged shot or effortlessly slide past. The level also doesn't play terribly well because the majority of enemies that take more than a charged shot are Sniper Joes. The enemies seem less placed to be a threat and more placed to be in your way. It's just kind of a Blair level. There's effort and the theme is okay, music is pretty great, the design just isn't there. Actually, now that I think about it, because most of the enemies could die in one hit, this did Contra better than the last Contra level. I think this one was also going for Contra, but it did it better, because you could just kill most of the enemies in one go. Droopy Hornet, 25 out of 50. Yeah, it's a pretty boring level. It was just mostly running to the right, charging your buster, and shooting enemies without giving it a second thought. There were some rooms where you didn't even have to stop moving. I kind of liked the use of the different tiles. The tile sets, but there were a few rooms toward the end that were just a bit hard on the eyes. Tried to make it more clear what's a background and what isn't. I don't think I had that problem. Angel, 26 out of 50. A pretty nice rompy jungle level. It represents its ideas in an organized fashion and expands on some of them throughout the level. Sadly, it often forgets about some of the assets it did introduce, making the level feel more segmented than coherent in parts. It also likes to throw in a little too many enemies at one occasionally, with airborne enemies serving as a projectile dispenser that can't easily be taken care of unless you fire hornets or throw swords at them, a method not otherwise encouraged in the level. As far as the mutation of the setups is concerned, the level leans towards repetition more so than mutation, with many consecutive instances of the same premise being very similar to each other. Nonetheless, this is a fun level to play, though that presents itself as fair towards the player and just needs that polish in order to be much more satisfying to play. Gariri, 28 out of 50. There's not a lot to say about this level, nothing in it feels really awful or awesome. The level design is actually fairly decent, but it's not something that is particularly amazing. Admittedly, the stage does look a bit too similar to Napalm Man's stage, but it still has a few pretty decent ideas. Other than that, there's just not much I can say. It's decent, but nothing too spectacular here. Ace Spark, 20 out of 50. I get it, going for the Contra theme, fair enough. But Mega Man is not a run-and-gun game, it's a full-on platformer. You really can't just get away with plonking enemies willy-nilly and expecting it to be fun. Even Contra on the NES bothered with stage gimmicks to prevent the stagnation. This did nothing. This is nothing there is nothing horrible about this, but why not explore the dev kit a little? There is a metric ton of gimmicks in there. More than just enemies, please use them. To give you some credit, even on overcrowded screens, it never felt unmanageable, and the look of the stage was absolutely fine, if generic. You're decent at getting tile sets to work together, and the layout wasn't bad, but boy was this stage horrifically dull. At least some of the other enemy-only stages managed to have originality behind them. Also, boss corridor, no boss or climax. If you weren't going to use any other Mega Man tropes, why use this one? Yeah, it was a rompy stage. It was sort of just rompy, it did what it did, it was Contra. Yeah, there's not really much to say about it. But anyway, thank you very much for watching, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode of Mag Mammal 2. If you enjoyed, feel free to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Don't forget to check out my previous Mag Mammal videos in the bottom left, or you can check out my Minecraft game show in the bottom right, or you can check out my Patreon to the right of my head if you want to help try and support the channel, as all my income comes through Twitch and YouTube. So, thank you so much for watching, guys, and I will see you next time. Goodbye.